it's me, Princess Anna. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Now, last week, Elsa and I were clearing out the palace attic and we found a book full of stories from when we were children. And I really wanted to share the stories with you because I don't really remember a lot of these things happening. So it's quite exciting for me to be able to read them back. So why don't you find yourselves a hot chocolate and maybe a nice cozy blanket, and then I'll begin the story. Are you ready? Perfect, then I'll begin. It was a beautiful day in the little kingdom of Arendelle, and the king and queen proudly stood in the castle courtyard. The Baron and Baroness of Snoop had just arrived for a visit, and if all went well, Arendelle would have a new partner in trade by the end of the trip. Upstairs, Elsa and I stared in disbelief at our breakfast. "We get chocolate just because there are fancy visitors?" I asked. "I mean, I suppose we could refuse to eat it," Elsa teased. "No way," I said as I chomped on my chocolate breakfast. Chocolate for breakfast is definitely a good thing. "Elsa, can we play with magic?" I asked. "We're supposed to stay in our rooms and not disturb the guests," Elsa said. "Please," I begged. "We can hide, they won't see us." "Okay," Elsa agreed, "let's play, but we have to be very quiet." And look, there you can see young Elsa and me going to play. Looking around to make sure we weren't spotted, we made our way into the kitchen. With a mischievous grin, Elsa made huge amounts of snow and ice, and soon we were having a big snowball fight. "See that pan?" Elsa shouted as she hit it with a flying snowball. Woohoo! The two of us were having so much fun that we almost didn't see the king and queen arriving with their royal visitors. Quickly, we slipped back up the staircase. Look, there you can see Elsa hitting the frying pan with a snowball. We look like babies in this. It's so funny to look back on. When Mum and Dad entered the kitchen, they were surprised to see all of the ice. But the royal visitors thought the snowballs were wonderful. That's good, we would have been in a lot of trouble otherwise. "Oh my, this is just what we need on a summer's day," exclaimed the Baron. "You must try it, my dear." The Baroness stared at her bowl of ice. "Ah yes," the king chuckled. "Ice is Arendelle's #1 form of trade." "Indeed, we harvest lots of ice from lakes up in the nearby mountains," the queen added. As the king and queen spoke with their guests, Elsa and I played in the ballroom. Look, there you can see us playing in the ballroom. We used to have so much fun sliding down big mountains full of snow. Suddenly, we heard the guests approaching. "Uh-oh," Elsa said, startled. "We better hide." "They almost saw us," I said, and giggling, we ran back to Elsa's room before we could get into trouble. Downstairs, the king and queen entered the ballroom. The king gasped when he saw the mounds of snow covering the floor. As the Baroness stepped into the room, she slipped and landed on a pile of snow. "Uh-oh." "Oh dear," the queen said. She and the king rushed to help. "Snow angels," the Baroness cried, tossing snow into the air. "I love snow angels. What a delightful surprise." "I say," the Baron chuckled, "the kingdom of Arendelle stops at nothing to please its visitors. So they actually loved the snow. Who wouldn't love snow?" After the visitors had gone back to their guest rooms for the evening, the king and queen went to check on their daughters. They found us in Elsa's room. Both of us were sleeping soundly, and as the king and queen turned away, a small smile appeared on my face. Look, there you can see us both in bed, sleeping soundly as the king and queen or Mum and Dad are checking on us. As soon as we were alone, I sat upright. "Elsa, do you want to build a snowman?" I asked. "Anna, we can't. We're already going to be in a ton of trouble tomorrow," Elsa said. I flopped back down on my pillow and sighed. Still, it was so worth it, we both said together. And that's the end of that story. I'd completely forgotten that happened, and I do remember that we were in a little bit of trouble the next day, but our parents were soon really understanding, and the Baron and Baroness had a great time, so that's the main thing. I really hope you enjoyed that little story, and I really hope that maybe you'll join me again for another one very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.